Okay, welcome everybody. So I'm so excited to talk to you tonight about retinol and Mary Kay's clinical retinol 0.5. We're gonna dig into the science of this product, and I'm gonna tell you why it's literally the next level of anti-aging. Um, so retinol is known in the Mary Kay or in the world cosmetic world as the mini facelift, and it truly is next level. So Mary Kay joined forces with board certified dermatologists to launch our newest anti-aging line called Clinical Solutions. The very first product that came out of that marriage was our Clinical Solutions Retinol 0.5. So this line is more compatible with products that are sold in dermatologist's office and day spas, and it's it's known as the dermo cosmetics. Okay, so what is dermo cosmetics? It's where cosmetics and dermatologists meet, because we now have a better understanding of how skin reacts to external stresses. We have a better understanding and know why it ages. We also know why it loses firmness, why wrinkles appear, and skin conditions develop. We know so much more than we knew 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. And so that's why you see a lot of these new products and new words coming out that you've never heard before. So, what is retinol? Retinol is a prescribed vitamin A, high powered, high potency vitamin A. Vitamin A actually activates skin cells to um, recuperate the ability to turn over. Retinol also tells skin to repair itself, creating new healthy cells, excuse me. And so it's literally just turning over faster because, as you age, when you're young, your cells are doing this right here, and the older you get, it kind of it mimics what our body's doing, right? Um, all forms of retinol is effective, all forms. Okay, so we're going to break that down because you're going to see 100 different brands and
Mm,
product levels and strength.
mm,
And what's the difference? I'm going to tell you. So all forms are effective. Um, the the prescribed retinol works faster, but it has more irritations. Okay, and that's why Mary Kay has a very specific retinalization period. It's 8 weeks. When you start our retinalization from the Clinical Solutions, it's an 8 week retinalization period. Most store-bought retinol is low strength. Okay, and so I wrote out, hang on just a second, so I don't want to lose this. I wrote out the strengths for you because I know if I'm listening, I can't visualize. So I'm hoping that you guys can see and it's not backwards. So low strength is 0.01 to 0.303. That's low strength. That's what you mostly find on the shelves of like at your Walmart, at your Walgreens, your Rite Aids, and things like that. Your moderate is 0.03 to 0.3%. Okay, that's your moderate strength. Your high strength is 0.3 to 1.0%. Mary Kay's strength is 0.5. So it is right in the middle of powerful. Okay, and that's why the more powerful it is, the you've got to go through this very slow retinalization period, or you're going to experience the irritation, which is dryness, flakiness, redness. Okay, and so that's typical. What Mary Kay, I haven't seen anyone with a product on the market that takes you through this process, not even the dermatologist. Like I've heard some nightmare stories from customers. One of my customers was going on a cruise, went to the dermatologist. He sold her, the 1.0, the pure, which you have to have a prescription for. Didn't tell her, do not put this on your skin when it's wet. Let your skin dry after you cleanse, and do not do it during the day and then go out in the sun, okay? It's not that the sun will set it on fire, it's just it irritates it, okay? And so that's why you do it at night, because it can be irritated by the sun. The dermatologist didn't tell my customer any of this, and she literally was like, it looked like she had been burned. And so it's I'm not telling you that to scare you, but to say that Mary Kay took all that into consideration, so that when you do start on this, okay, well, I'm going to tell you what all it does. When you do start on this, you're going through this process to where your skin is getting acclimated to this high-powered anti-aging serum, okay? So retinol and retinoid, there's two different things. The difference is in the concentration of the active ingredient, retinoic acid. A lot of raw words, right? Difference in retinoid and retinol is the concentration of the active ingredient, retinoic acid, okay? And so retinoid is the prescribed vitamin A. That's where you go to the pharmacist and you get it. It's the most potent. It's 1.0. Mary Kay's is 0.5, so it's right there at it. But remember what the problems with the really high powered is: irritation, redness. And so every retinol is effective. It just takes longer. So our gentle approach is very, very effective. And then in a minute, I'm going to tell you what you can add to it to make ours even more effective, but you react better. Okay, here we go. So retinoid is stronger, faster, but can be very irritating and must be prescribed. I just said that. Retinol works, but just takes a little bit longer. Saying that again, I'm reading my notes so I don't forget anything. The color of the product, I'm going to show you this. The color of it just takes a pea size, and it's going to be yellow. If your retinol is not yellow, it is not pure, or it's broken down. The product's broken down, it won't be effective, or it's weak and was never going to be effective. Okay. And so that's what people need to know if they bought a cheaper version over the counter. Yellow is the color that you want it, because this product cannot be bleached. This is its pure color. And so you want it to be yellow. So in a second, I'm going to show you. You saw how far this went. You will always mix it with our facial milk that we put in the kit. And I'm going to tell you what the facial milk does in just a second, okay? And so it's important to know that your product is going to be yellow. You want it to be yellow. Once again, if it's not pure, or it was weak, it was never going to be effective, or it's broken down, okay? And it's not going to work. All right, so here we go. The Mary Kay Retinol 0.5 helps improve your appearance of wrinkles, uneven skin tone, loss of facial firmness, basically all the things that makes you look older, okay? A clinical test of 100% of the experience of women that experience our 0.5 saw smoothness and radiance almost instantly, okay? This potent serum is paired with a soothing facial milk, okay? You can use this facial milk all day long, every day, morning and night by itself, because it is made to maximize comfort, calm the irritation down, and deliver instant hydration. Because it's got the main ingredient is coconut water, okay? So it's hydration. Coconut water is known for hydration. And so that's why we paired this coconut milk, facial milk with the retinol, okay? Now, this set is powered by pure, high concentrated retinol with the gold standard of ingredients. We use the best ingredients on the market. It's going to prevent signs of aging that you can't even see yet. It's going to reverse advanced visible signs of aging. I want to stop right there and just tell you my experience. So Mary Kay always sends products for the directors to test, usually a couple months, maybe 3 months before it launches. I got this probably 3 or 4 months before it launched, and started using it, was loving it. And then it came into winter. I have really, really dry skin. And I started seeing a difference with how my makeup was setting. Now, this is before we had our other clinical solution products. And I'm going to tell you another way how I solved the problem. And I was going for my annual dermatology body check, and she knows I sell Mary Kay, and she's like, so tell me what new products you guys have. I said, oh, we have retinol now. Pure retinol is 0.5. She's like, oh, that's impressive, the 0.5. And I said, but I loved it at first, but now I can see by the end of the day, because I get so dry, my makeup is splotchy. So I stopped using it, for the winter. And she said, no, don't stop. She said, mix a little bit of your moisturizer with it, do whatever you have to, she said, but keep using it. She said, because it is healing damage underneath your skin that you haven't even seen yet. And she was just such an advocate for me to continue and to just, get through the winter months. And sure enough, when I got through, spring came, I was fine. And I now know that January, February, I have to add extra hydration, even extra to, other than my coconut facial milk, because that's my skin. So you have to watch your skin to see when it's changing with the weather, with the seasons, so that you know what to add extra. We're going to talk about that, because when this first launched, I didn't have this next product that I'm going to tell you about. So this is how the kit comes. It comes with the with your retinol, and it comes with your facial milk, and it lasts a long time. I'm just going to tell you. It also comes with your pamphlet on and how to keep up with your retinalization. Okay, remember the 8 weeks that I talked about. So here's how it works. Your first 1 to 4 weeks, you just use it one night. I do Sunday nights. When I first started doing my retinalization, Sunday nights, I did a pea size after I cleansed, waited a few minutes, made sure my face was dry, and you go ahead and you do your eye cream. Okay, you do your eye cream. I'm gonna take my glasses off. You do your eye cream so that you are not tempted to put this near your eyes. Do not put it near your eyes. So you go ahead and do your eye cream around the horseshoe. Okay, then you take a pea size, and then you mix as much coconut water, facial milk. Sorry, I keep calling it coconut water because that's the base. And then I do it, and then I just go really good right in here. Okay, your first 3 to 4 weeks, do not do your neck. Your neck is a different bird. Okay, you go ahead and get your face retinalization first, and then going into your 4th week, you can start working on your neck. We're going to talk about your neck in just a second and what I experienced. Okay, so your first 1 to 4 weeks, you cleanse, make sure your face is completely dry. You do your eye cream, you do your Sunday, you do that. You don't do anything else. You don't do well, I'm going to tell you what product to do in just a second. So side note, you do one other product. You do not do your microderm. You do not do your charcoal mask. You do not do your moisturizer. You do not do your serum C. Do not put a vitamin C on your face during your 8 weeks. Okay. After your 8 weeks, on the nights that you're not doing your retinol, you can do all your other stuff. You can change it up, do it. In the mornings, you can do it. But during that whole 8 weeks, you have to stop your serum C's, all your vitamin C's. You have to stop your microderm. You have to stop your charcoal mask, and you have to stop your facial peels. Okay. Even on the mornings, you just can't do it. So you're just going to focus on cleanser, moisturizers, lifting serum. For those of you who are on the Voluferm and you have that lifting serum, you can do your lifting serum in the mornings, okay? And on the nights that you're not doing your retinolization, okay? Now, that's your first 1 to 4 weeks. Going into after your 4th week, so like your 5th and 6th week, you can do it 2 times. So do it Sundays, Wednesdays, okay, church nights. And then going into your 7th and 8th, you can increase to 3 to 5 times, all right? That is going to, what is the word? Acclimate your skin to this pure retinol. You're going to start seeing results. You'll see a difference. I saw a difference like after my first night. It was almost like, just like they said, the skins turn over. It was almost like healthy skin just boom was in the forefront. It was amazing. So I love this. Okay. All right. So now, so that is the retinalization. And once again, you have the little pamphlet that comes in the kit that will help you remember when you did it. And your consultant will remind you if you get confused on what you can and can't do, okay? So it's going to help. So remember the coconut milk, facial milk, is going to help the dryness, the flakiness, the temporary redness. This is what all that's for. Now, another partner product that came out after I went through the retinalization period, it's new, it came out last year, was another product from our Clinical Solutions, which is the Dermocosmetics, and it's going to help make your retinol more effective. So this is going to give you you're going to see, okay, I can still do Mary Kay, the 0.5, and it still be just as effective as the 1.0 because I'm going to add HA ceramide, all right? So I'm going to talk to you about HA ceramide and what that means. So when retinol is used with HA ceramide, it makes it more effective by hydrating the skin so that the skin can absorb all the vitamin A. And the longer you use HA ceramide, the more effective your retinol becomes. And here's the science behind that, okay? So hydration is important for your skin. When your skin's moisture balance is out of balance, it can't perform at its best. Okay, and so then your lines and your wrinkles become more apparent or more visible, and then your skin barrier will weaken and your skin will no longer feel silky and smooth, but dry and flaky. That's how you know that your moisture your moisture barrier is out of balance. That's what I was experiencing because I'm already dry, and then I was fine during the hot months. But January, February, my skin just needs extra moisture, okay? And so, boom, this came onto our market, and it has really changed my skin. So I'm not worried about going into the cold months of January, February now because I have this. So how does this work? So once when you are using this, you can use it if you've already been gotten your skin through the retinalization process, you can use it before you use your retinol. If you haven't, you do your retinol and your facial milk, and then you just do a little. I'm going to do this right here. There you go. It's just a little dropper full, and it goes a long way. And I hope I'm going to do this on the back of my hand so that you can see. It's a serum. It feels like a serum. It's very, very soothing. Okay, my hands. This is me with 5 kids playing softball all these years. My hands, your hands really show your age, right? All right, and so you can see the hydration, okay? And so it just takes one of those dropperfuls, and so you can do it before and after, or before or after, once you've gone through your 8 weeks. But if you haven't gone through your 8 weeks and you're adding this to make your retinol more effective, do it after until you get used to it, okay? And so the HA ceramide, This has two powerful forms of hyaluronic acid, okay? It has the hyaluronic acid, and it has ceramide, and it has the plant extracts, okay? So the low molecules of HA, hyaluronic acid, penetrate the outer layer of the skin for direct delivery, and then the higher molecule of HA sits on the skin surface to help protect and plump from the outside. Okay, so you've got one working on the inside, you got one working on the outside. So these are two home run products, and just a few of our newest levels of anti-aging. So we have a whole line of the clinical solutions. Okay, but I want to add, if your skin is able to use this, you will not need the resurfacer, and you will not need the skin brightener, because that is already doing that for you. Okay, you can add the this vitamin C, resveratrol. It's in the dropper just like this. Once you're on the nights that you don't do this, okay, and so it's the dermocosmetic line of the vitamin C, pure vitamin C retinol. Resveratrol, okay? But if this is working for you, if you've looked through our catalogs and you see all of these little dermocosmetics, there are 4: HA ceramide, vitamin C, resurfacer, which is it turns over your skin. It is a leave-on exfoliator, okay? And then the brightener. But like I said, those last two, the resurfacer and the brightener, you will not need, because this is already doing that for you. Okay, but you can still do your microderm or your facial peels on the nights, or I'm just going to be honest, I still do all 3. I still do microderm, I still do facial peels because I love them, and I still do the resurfacer every now and then when I'm not using this. I kind of give my skin a break. I love them all. Love them all. All right. So I want to stay on. I'm going to stop the recording in just a second. And for those of you that are on tonight, your consultant's going to give you a special break on the 2 products that we talked about tonight. And I want to encourage you to check your cleanser and your moisturizer and your eye cream. Make sure you have plenty of that, so that you can use those with your clinical solution 0.5 retinol. Okay. All right. So I'm going to stop the recording, and I'm going to answer your questions. And here we go. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you.